I gotta say, Ciara Ray was just another face.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
As I sit here, I look down at this once great city. Its past riddled with manipulation, deception, and lies. If you weren't so blinded by your own obsession, you'd see the true villain. The mirror doesn't lie. Take a good look, and you'll see everything you truly detest. The future uncertain with the exception of one small detail. I am here to stay. No matter what you throw at me, no matter what you do to me, I'll keep coming, and I'll keep coming. I am the Dork Knight.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that right back in 1970. We didn't know about the World Wide Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
Only Chris Top.
Play the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top Program. This is the Chris Top Program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How the hell are you doing, world?
Sup?
Dude, it's almost over. This is our last show. This is it. We're almost done. It flies by.
It does.
It really, really does. And I wish we could do this every day. I really do. And maybe one of these days. You never know.
We will.
Yep.
We will do this every day.
It's fun though. I mean, promoting these artists, and we'll get 5 or 6 shows ready, together in one day, and it seems like a lot, but I mean, once we start doing it, it's just a cakewalk. It's just fun.
A cakewalk.
Yeah, we get to know these people.
Yeah.
I mean, the hardest part for me is just setting it all up, putting it on the website, and putting it on Facebook and promoting it and stuff like that.
All the technical stuff.
Not really my cup of tea.
No.
But, I mean, once we get to this point, it's just a lot of fun to have these people on the show. I'm hungry now because we were talking about food a lot.
I'm kind of hungry too.
Yeah. So what's for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
What are you going to cook?
I don't know.
What?
I really don't know.
We need to eat like 6 o'clock sharp.
6 o'clock sharp.
Yeah, that gives you like 10 minutes after.
Yeah, not happening.
What? If you think it, you can achieve it or something.
There's some things that can't be achieved.
If you dream it.
I had a dream that I could fly the other day. Does that mean I can really fly?
No, I mean like never mind.
That's what I thought, Top.
Yeah. So we met Ciara Ray at the CMA Fest. I don't know, did you meet her personally?
I don't remember.
I met her. I didn't have a voice when I met her, but she showed up with Stevie Jules. It was her plus one.
Oh yeah, I do remember her. I do remember her now.
Yeah, and we met her and we talked, and I'm like, I'll listen to your stuff, but we hear that a lot, and you don't ever know if they're going to be good or not until
you listen.
Until you listen, but I was very pleasantly surprised with her song Slow Burn. We're going to play that today along with When You Come Around. So we've got a couple of different songs we're going to play, and it's just, I don't know, I think everybody's going to be impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to hit her up, too, because I want to make sure we can play her stuff on WOBA.
WOBA.
What does WOBA stand for?
Working on being awesome.
What does that mean to you, working on being awesome?
Put me on the spot. Well, I mean, I guess, I wasn't prepared to answer this question. I guess it just means, working on it, because nobody is perfect. And I mean, when you think of awesome, you think of just, these big, just bigger-than-life acts and God and stuff like that. And people make mistakes every day. But the thing is, you can't let it get to you either. You can't go home and be like, man, I messed up here, here, and here. You just got to dust your shoulders off, keep on moving, and just keep striving for greatness.
That's the thing. Everybody's a work in progress, and we're all going to screw up. And, I don't think personally anybody is ever going to hit that hierarchy of awesomeness, but it gives you something to strive for every day. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what the show's about. And the reason we interview so many independent artists is because they are a great source of inspiration. And I got to admit, I'm kind of greedy when we do it because it inspires me every time we talk to one of these people. And I got to have motivation in my life. I've got to. And I feel like if it works for me, then it's going to probably work for other people too. Because these artists, they're a great sign of people that never gave up, that never grew up, I guess is one way to say it, because a lot of people forget about their dreams once they get out of school. They decide to get a real job and pursue things that they think they're supposed to do instead of really following their dreams, what they probably really should be doing if they're good, if they have the talent. And even if they don't have the talent, and we've talked about this today already too, I mean, the music industry is so full of other things that you can do, from songwriting to working behind the scenes in production and things like that. And maybe you're not the best singer, but there's something that you can do. And these people inspire me every day. You don't have to be a singer to be inspired by these interviews.
Right. And I was going to say, too, it's easy to not work on being awesome. Like, it's easy to do it's easier to do the opposite because getting motivation is difficult. And if you don't have that motivation, then sometimes...
Well, yeah, most people get caught in that groove where they just go to work and they come home and they just do their thing and they do it all over again the next day.
Just angry and stuff. And they won't,
yeah, but for me, I got to have something. I got to have something to shoot for and look forward to.
Yeah.
So that's how I think. And
you got to have something to believe in.
Yeah, and that's the theme of the show anyway, and that's what WOBA. I like to bring that up every once in a while just because people see it and they think it's call letters or they don't know what the hell we're talking about.
WOBA, what's WOBA?
What is that sounds dirty.
WOBA.
Can you do that in the shower? What are you doing?
WOBA in
what are you doing? But anyway, I do want to thank Magnolia Emporium. I want to thank Exact Construction.
Did you ever think you could afford an interior designer?
No, way too expensive. Besides, I've got style.
If you had style, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Ouch. Interior designers are for rich people.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Aquarium? Is that like for some crazy flower fish?
No, Magnolia Emporium. Randy's clients range from nurses and teachers to musicians, actors, and even some royalty thrown in there.
Oh, I'd be on the royalty side.
You really don't have any swag, do you?
No, I don't.
That's where Randy comes in. He listens to exactly what you want, whether it's spoken or unspoken.
Okay, if you mean he can read my mind, there's lots of things I don't want Randy to know.
No, he has a great feel for what he does.
Okay, where can I find Magnolia Emporium?
Just go to magnoliaemporium.com.
We want your space to reflect your success.
Wait, is that a drill?
I figured I'd work on some home improvement stuff.
Where did you get a drill?
It doesn't matter because now I have the power.
Bruh, you don't even know how to use a drill.
Oh, I know how to use a drill.
Chris, you're gonna hurt yourself again. Just call Exact Construction.
I don't know, I'm feeling pretty manly.
Look, just call Jory at Exact Construction. They handle electrical, plumbing, carpentry, drywall, painting, wood flooring, repair, remodel, and service calls. They do everything.
Okay. What's the number?
931-809-8098.
That's Exact Construction, done exactly how it should be. Exact Construction. That's X-A-C-T Construction, a proud sponsor of the Chris Top program. Oops, I just hung up on her.
Brett.
Yeah, you are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. I'm so excited.
And you just can't hide it?
I can't hide it. I feel like we are having a reunion with an old friend now because we had a chance to meet Ciara. Or I met her, but did you meet her personally, or do you just know who she is?
I feel like I did meet her.
Yeah. And when at CMA Fest, there are so many people there. And at the time, Ciara, and I said this earlier in the show, she was just another face in the crowd. And then she comes up to me, introduces herself, and she's like, I'm going to send you an email, and I'm going to put a couple of my songs in it. And I thought, okay, well, we'll see what happens. And I don't get my hopes up too high when I hear that, because we hear that a lot. Mm-hmm. And Nashville is full of beautiful people, and Ciara's one of them, and they'll send you some stuff, and you're like, I hope this is good. And when I heard Slow Burn, I listened to it like 10 times because I just totally enjoyed it. So Ciara, how are you today?
I'm doing awesome. I'm really excited to be here. The reason I approached you is because I saw what you guys were doing, and I love what you do for people like me. So I'm happy. Really happy I can be here.
We love what you do for us because it's people like you, I think, that inspire, us to go on. And it's not just about radio interviews or about writing songs or anything like that, but you're a prime example of people that are really following those dreams, and they don't give up. They just keep going. It's almost like you never grow up, but then you have the drive of just you have this drive that just won't let you give up, and it's pretty amazing. So how long have you known Stevie?
Actually, I think I've known Stevie, I could maybe go back to about a year, but we didn't start hanging out till recently, because we've just both been so busy. And she had asked me, she sang backups for me for my show at the Tootsie stage at CMA Fest.
Okay.
And then she had said she had a show after, and I was like, want to come? And it's so funny because you guys had Facebook private. Mm-hmm. And I remember telling her, they won't notice it then. I and put my stuff down so I could watch her sing and take pictures. And I was like, I don't get in trouble. So I'm glad that it turned out to be good. But I don't encourage anybody else sneaking into any of your events.
well, good. And we have so much fun doing that stuff, and it gives me a chance to meet talented artists like yourself. Now, when did you first? Because I don't have a biography on you, so I've got a lot of legit questions to ask you here. Now, are you? Do you live in Nashville?
Yeah, I'm living in the city. I've been here about a year now, I think.
Okay, and so what was it like for you the first time you came to Nashville? Were you just totally overwhelmed or intimidated, or how did you feel?
It was absolutely terrifying. Probably one of the scariest things I've done, because I've only lived in one place in my life. And, it wasn't until 23 that I finally went somewhere else on my own, and I'd opened for a lot of artists previous to that, a lot of very big artists that I knew, but those guys are always on the road. So when I came here, there wasn't really, aside from accepted on a real connection or people. Mm-hmm. I really had to start from scratch. So it was scary, but it was one of the best things I've done myself.
Yes, I mean it's a pretty intimidating place for anybody at all. And since you've been here for the year, and to me, if you can make it more than 6 months in Nashville, then it's a success. Even if you're still flipping burgers during the day, and then you're playing bars at night, at least you're doing something that you love doing.
Yeah.
Now, do you get a chance to collaborate with your friends, or do you write your own stuff?
Everything that I put out, I've written, but I do collaborate and write a lot. I have a few people that are my go-tos, as far as any Nashville writer or songwriter that's listening to this will know that when you find that person that can read each other's mind, those are the best people to write. But I'm always open to writing. I mean, I'm always adding stuff to my arsenal of music. So
yeah,
it just depends.
Now, what all do you have out right now? Is it just these 2 songs, or do you have an EP out or an album?
I recently put out, it was about 2 weeks ago, right before I played Summerfest in Milwaukee this past weekend. So actually it was a week ago. And we called the EP, Who the Hell is Ciara Ray?
I saw that. I thought that was so funny.
That's great.
A lot of people don't know who I am, and that's okay with me. My Florida supporters know me, but I got to make it to the next level. So we decided to kind of poke fun at myself at that. And I have 3 new songs other than Slow Burn that I released on a mini EP. And I made it free download because I figure, days don't really get my music, at least this. And I just want people to be inspired by the reasons I wrote that. I wrote that for healing myself, and I want it to heal others, in whatever way it does for them. And that's what music is for. And, I just decided I'd give it away.
Absolutely. Now, is there anything that you do sell?
Yeah, I do. Right now, for the weekends of Summerfest, actually, we came out with 2 new shirts. One of them is a tank top, and one of them is a baseball tee. Mm-hmm. And all the proceeds from the baseball tees in particular, go to Women at Risk in Mocha Club, which is a charity that I work with. And it supports help save women from being sold into the sex trade.
I absolutely love you to death.
It's for 100 a year.
I love you to death. Can I get a hug from you next time I see you?
Yes, absolutely.
Because that is so cool.
That is
so cool.
I'm going to get one of those T-shirts now because it goes to such a good cause.
Yeah, and you're still in that process where you're still trying to make it and you're trying to scrape by and get there, but you're already giving back, and I think that's really cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I think that's
that makes me happy.
Yeah, I knew she was a good person anyway, but now it's like over the top. Yeah. And I
had to prove I was just more than just a Nashville artist when I came up to you. Sure. So I'm glad that I did.
Yeah. And, when I first met you, it was a real casual conversation. Of course, I didn't have a voice when I met you because I lost my voice. But now I've got to admit.
I've lost mine right now. Don't worry.
I got to admit, after I heard Slow Burn, I'm kind of fanboying a little bit. So,
thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to excuse me if I, forget what I'm gonna say, or
if he goes,
yeah, hee hee,
bruh, bruh. Oh my goodness.
Now, if I want to see you live, Ciara, do you play a lot in Nashville locally, or is your schedule up on your website?
Yeah, whenever I post stuff, I post it on my website. Right now, actually, I'll be announcing the official date for a showcase soon. It should be at South on Demumbrian here in Nashville. We're just trying to decide a date, and that will be my next big show. I have a couple things that I'm trying to finalize booking with, but I've really just been focused on, killing it at Summerfest, making people hear the message of my merchandise. Mm-hmm. And I played the Basement last night, which was my last local show I have official on the books. Mm-hmm. So I'll keep announcing. Anybody that follows me online knows I love to blow them up when I have a show coming up.
Good. Yeah, feel free to blow us up anytime. And, yeah, we can definitely help you promote it, and and if we get enough notice, we can be there for sure. Because we'd love to see, and you owe us a hug too. So
yes.
So yeah, it's worth the drive for that for sure. Okay, now I want to go ahead and get one of these songs in because I get to yakking sometimes, and I run out of time. So I want to make sure we get them all in. Now, when you come around, what is this one about?
It's funny you say that because of all the songs that I played at the Basement last night, everybody was really, really having fun, but that was the one they liked the most. And it's funny because I'm very much an empowering writer. I don't believe in man bashing because I love me some cute guys, but I do believe in empowering women. Uh-huh. And a lot of my music is like that. And this was the first song that was insanely vulnerable. Mm-hmm. It was just writing. I know a lot of other people can relate to this. You wake up trying to be this perfect person. Especially in the industry we're in, you want to make sure, you sound good. You this so exhausted from, what? I'm going to tell up trying to be this person every day. And there is one person that when I see them, I know that I don't have to fake anything. Sure. And I know that everybody has that person in a certain capacity. And I just wanted to let the song be something that makes people aware of that and thankful for that person in their life.
I love you to death. Oh,
Me
now,
too.
Okay. I'm going to wait and ask her the question after the song.
I wake up every morning trying to be something flawless, something everyone wants to be. And when I think I do, I stand tall on cloud nine. thought could never be found. There's something about the way you look at me that makes me feel like I can finally just be. It's in the feeling when your hands touch my skin that lets me know I'm perfect in the skin I'm in. When you come around, yeah, that's when I'm unwound. Yeah, when you come around, I see a love I truly thought could never be found. You never know what you have done for me. Revealed a part of me that I had never seen. And even if you move on in your life, just wanted you to know that I'll leave on the line, just in case you come around. Heart and soul, I'll be unwound. Yeah, when you come around, I feel the love I truly thought could never be found. When you come around, I feel the love I truly thought could never be found.
I freaking love your voice, man. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
I could just listen to that song over and over again. I could just turn my headphones up, turn the lights out, and just listen to it all night long. I really, really could.
It's mystical.
It is. It's easy to connect to, and I think Ciara's got that down. I think she knows how to pick her songs. I think she knows how to connect with
And that's
her
like
listeners.
That's like 99% of it, right?
It
there.
is. I mean, she's gorgeous and she can sing, and I mean, she's got two things that are pretty important. But the most important thing is, can you connect with your audience? And
If
she
the answer
definitely
is
can.
no, then I mean, you're not going to make it.
You might as well go home. Might as well, yeah, for sure. So, okay, now Ciara, I've got a couple of questions for you. I didn't warn you about, okay? Because I like to put people on the spot just a little bit. But one of them
I'm
is
doing my Rocky fight stance right now. Which
Yes.
now I've got to ask this just because it's how I am and I'm just nosy. But do you have a boyfriend?
yes.
You do. How long have you been dating the guy?
A few years.
Oh, so it's very serious then.
Yes, as serious as 24 can be. No, I'm just kidding.
Now,
it is.
What's his name?
His name is Brandon.
Brandon. Okay, so now when Brandon first met you, were you going full steam ahead on your music career?
And I think
we lost Ciara. I bet she can hear us, but we can't hear her right now. Or maybe the questioning was too intense for her.
She left.
And she was like, I'm out.
I'm out. Deuces.
Deuces.
Bounce out.
I'm going to hang up on her. And then we're going to, she's calling, wait.
She's calling, but yet she's...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. So let's try it again.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think she's having a rough internet connection from her place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. She's broadcasting 500 feet below the surface of the earth.
So that's like...
In a bunker or something.
In a bunker.
In some kind of a bunker.
Broadcasting live from the bunker. That's
We just started getting juicy.
Yeah. And
I got to hear
now,
this stuff.
Now it's all gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
I think the internet just crashed, too.
It may. I don't know what's going on. There's some crazy
Are we
stuff.
even still live?
Yeah, we're still live. Okay, we're trying to call Ciara back again because people want to know this stuff. This is
Hey,
important
guys.
stuff. Hey there.
Hey,
Okay.
are you back?
Okay. See, I
I
told
think
Allie.
I came back in. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I told Allie, I said, yeah, we asked her the tough questions and she bounced.
Bounced out.
Okay, so Brandon, were you guys dating when you started dating, were you full steam ahead on your music career?
When we started dating, I started to be more 150% full force, but you know, we had known each other since high school. He'd been asking me out on dates since high school, and I kept saying no.
Oh,
and
you gave him a hard
said
time.
yes.
You played hard to get, didn't you?
I'm sorry?
I said you played hard to get, didn't you?
Nah. I mean, I had, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just knew he wasn't ready for me. I'm a lot to handle.
Now, has he learned to adapt to your growing love for music? I mean, is he cool with everything, or is it difficult for him having to cope with that sometimes?
I think that any couple, when you first start getting like I'm not saying I'm big in any sense of like, especially Nashville, but I definitely think that like when you start gaining notoriety, at least in like your hometown, and you start doing well and people start to notice you, I think for any couple, it's like a little bit of a growing pain. You know what I mean? Like you have to get used to, if I'm talking to fans, you know, I'm going to be talking to them for a while, and that might take time away from us. But he's been great with dealing with that, you know, but I think because it's like growing together and learning it, it's interesting to watch and to figure out together. But I mean, if someone's with someone that's in the music industry and they love them, you know, they're going to figure out how to deal with it. That's just the name of the game.
I know Brandon's probably extremely jealous of me, but just tell him that I do have a girlfriend, and you know, it's all going to be okay. I'm just strictly a fan. It's no more than that, okay? Just so he knows.
Oh, I'll go and I'll find this Brandon character, you know. And I was going to say I'll beat him up, but I would have to beat her up. It's confusing.
I know it is.
You know what's funny? I think he's busy right now. He was upset because he wasn't able to log on. And I know he's going to somehow find this and go, what was going on in that interview?
I'll put him at ease next time we see you. Now, when you're not singing or recording or doing like, you know, really cool stuff that you love, what do you do for fun?
For fun? Ooh. Well, my favorite place to go is like a dollar store. Like, I friggin' love dollar store shopping. Okay. It's really, really bad.
So do you have like
a
house full
But like, I get so
junk?
Excited knowing I can buy so much for so little.
It's so fun.
So you walk in there with $20 and walk out with
what
20
about
things?
thrift shopping, though?
Heck yeah. Dude, oh my God, yes.
It makes me so happy because I'll come in with $20 and I'll end up with a whole new wardrobe.
Especially if you're in Nashville and you've ever been a Thrift Smart, they're really big supporters of me. College days, you get 50% off, so I bring my little Belmont ID, and I am a happy clam walking out of there.
So you guys need to get together sometime and get some
we
good
would
deals.
have some fun.
We would have so much fun.
Are you one of those crazy coupon ladies too?
Absolutely.
So you do that too. So you have like... See, I have a friend that's got like this shelf in their utility room, and it looks like a little mini grocery store because they've got like all this like 20 tubes of toothpaste, and they've got like 50 bars of soap, and
you're ready for the apocalypse.
Syrup and cereal. It's all there. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, I guess, you know, if it works, but it just seems to me like it takes so much time to do that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
It does. It's a time consuming hobby.
Yeah, I guess so. And it's probably more healthy than the Pokemon thing.
Hey!
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have shouted.
You probably shouldn't have. Yeah.
It's not healthy because you're walking around and you're meeting people that you wouldn't have talked to otherwise.
Well, when you go grocery shopping, you're walking around and meeting people.
Who do you meet at the grocery store?
You don't really talk to them.
Are you shopping for oranges too? Yeah, we connect. No, it's not like that.
I'm just giving her a hard time, but are you playing the Pokemon thing?
It's much easier to connect amongst catching a Charmander than it is on lettuce.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I stand corrected. I haven't gotten into it yet. I haven't even started playing it yet.
I don't think you ever will get into it.
You don't think so?
Oh,
you have to.
You never know.
Oh, so you like it too?
Oh my gosh. Well, I only got hooked this weekend because we're pre-show and we're getting ready to go on stage, and they're walking around backstage trying to catch Pokemon. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? We're getting on stage.
There's like grown men, and they're like, gotta catch them all. And I'm like, yeah, you do.
This could be the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. That could be what this is.
How is it a zombie apocalypse? It's like
people are just walking around aimlessly with their phone.
It's like it's real, but it's not.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so if you could have any superhero power, Ciara, what would it be?
Um, I think I would pick the ability to teleport.
See,
like from one place to another quickly.
That's one of my favorite, and that would really help you too, I think, in this business, because you could just teleport from like you could just tour the whole United States and still be home in your own bed every night.
She could tour the whole world.
Yeah. You go anywhere you wanted to go.
It's so amazing. I'd save so much money on flights. It's crazy.
You could do wardrobe changes like during every show and like change in your own bathroom and then go back.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
That is pretty cool. Yeah. So if that ever happens, let me know. Now, when you reach that pinnacle in your career where you're playing the Grand Ole Opry, you're playing LP Field during the CMA Fest, all this exciting stuff starts happening. I need you to promise us that you're going to give us backstage passes so we can hang out.
You have my word on the record.
Yes.
Sweet. So we've got that recorded. So. And we do like grapes. We like grapes in the green room backstage.
Yes, and all my Skittles red.
Yes. And I
like all mine green.
So there you go. It's a perfect relationship.
Yay.
For sure. Now, if you had 5 minutes, Ciara, and it's only 5 minutes, and you could sit down with anybody, and this could be anybody living or dead throughout history, doesn't matter, who would you pick to spend that 5 minutes with?
Does it have to be musical, or can it be just a personal thing?
It could be anybody. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, musically, I would want to sit down with Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh.
Because when I started studying music, I was in a jazz school at University of Miami, and she to me is just the pinnacle of a female voice above all else. She really knew her voice like an instrument. But I think the top of my list would really be my grandfather. He was a concert pianist, and he was the person who exposed me to music and made me take those friggin' piano lessons my whole life.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
He was the closest person to me.
And he's passed away.
Yeah, he passed away when I was in 6th grade. He had a 3-year-long battle with cancer.
Okay. And he was a giant influence on you. Yeah, just your first 12 years of your life, he was a giant, probably the biggest influence, it seems like.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was so young, but I feel like that's the closest person I've ever been to anyone.
Sure.
So I would want to see him again.
Yeah.
And he would die if he saw the music stuff. Like, a proud grandparent, like you could do anything, like stand on your head, and they think you are the cream of the crop, best thing that ever walked the earth.
Yeah.
So true.
That was my grandfather.
Oh, he would flip out now.
He would be calling you guys saying, "Do you know how fantastic my granddaughter is? She's fantastic."
Be like, have her on the show once a week. What are you doing this one time?
He would bother the crap out of you guys. So it's to your benefit that he's not bothering you right now. Trust me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But I know he's laughing.
Now, okay, say we're hanging out at BB King's, the WOBA Awards are going on, and say a little girl comes up to you, say she's 12 years old, and she says, Ciara, I think you are so talented, and I really love what you're doing, and I want to get into the business. What kind of advice would you give to her?
I think for me, I don't have any regrets, but my biggest regret is instead of when I was in high school, I remember I let all the social stuff really, really get to me. It was so important. And, we all know that none of us want to go back to high school. And in retrospect, it was all just stupid crap we worried about. And I think I would tell them, use that anxiety instead of just focusing on the social stuff. Use that anxiety and channel into the music or whatever art form you want to do. Because I feel like I would have been light years ahead of where I am now had I, just not paid attention to that crap and focused on, what really just made me more of who I am.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with that.
And I think that's kind of why I write. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I try to write. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I think that's why I try to write very honest things because I'm a girl, so I relate more to girls. I would write more from a guy's perspective if I knew, but I know some stuff will help them. I just want to make kids in high school and middle school and even early college, like, you are the most incredible, unique individual, every single person. And the more I've embraced my own, the more people have connected with it, and I've just been a happier person. Mm-hmm. And I want other people to be able to learn from my mistakes and do that.
I freaking love your attitude. I can't wait to follow your career and see where you're going to be like in a year or two from now. And I will. I'll stalk the hell out of you online, and I just want to see how you grow. And that's good. That's a really good thing that you said that, because I ask people all the time, what is your one thing? And with you, it's obvious, it's your music. But a lot of times I'll get the answer of, well, I don't know what my one thing is. And if you figure that one thing out early on in life, and especially in a situation like high school, it makes all that stuff that seems so important that you were talking about not important at all, because you've got that one thing that you're focused on, and that's what makes you great. And it may not be playing at LP Field, but it may just be singing in your shower. But as long as that's your thing, then you're just a happier person,
Yeah, and like, it makes me so upset sometimes when I see parents discouraging their kids from really doing what makes them happy. Because I've seen it before where people go into careers or jobs they feel like they're forced into. Yes. And that's just not what life's about. You were made a certain way. And yeah, some ones like the one I've chosen are a heck of a lot harder than others. But, I'd rather be happy. I'd rather be miserable doing this and what I love, which is not really that miserable, than, be successful in a career that I don't love.
Exactly. So well put. You could actually host this show. I mean, that's just the theme of our show right there. And that's wonderful. We need to bring her on as a guest co-host.
No, you guys should. You're better than me.
Like a guest co-host.
A co-host.
So I don't want her to have your spot, but just a guest co-host.
Co-host,
kind of thing. Yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah.
So what's your definition of success? Like, when do you know you've made it?
Well, I have this running joke. I keep saying it, so I got to do it, or else I'm going to look like a jerk in front of everybody. But I remember I met one of Toby Keith's writers, and he told me that when he met Toby said, I want to say it was $1 million or $1 billion. I can't remember which. And the guy looked at him, this is the beginning of his career, and he was like, all right, buddy, good luck with that. But he never lied. He always said that was his goal. And then it was like a couple of years ago, it turns out he ended up accumulating that over a certain number of time, or made that year or something. And it's like, do you guys know what I mean with like predetermining your future?
Yeah, I get you.
I think mine will be 2 platinum albums, because if I have 1, I could be a one-hit wonder. But if I have 2, that means I'm an established artist.
Ooh, and then we can say that we hung out, because we did.
Yeah,
we hung
did.
out. And we can say that we just had a conversation like Skype. We talk to Ciara on Skype all the time. Yeah, that might be like a little bit of a stretch, because this is like our first time. But we could like tell people that. Yeah, me and Ciara, we're tight.
No, we'll still talk then.
Yeah,
we thrift shop together.
We tweet and stuff.
Heck yeah.
Together.
Yeah, she invites us over for dinner all the time and stuff. Yeah, do you cook?
You guys do not want to have my dinner.
Oh, see? That was my next question. I was going to find out if you cooked or not, and I was going to invite us over. Well, we could always send out for pizza.
I can cook.
Yeah?
I put salt on everything, like a lot of salt, and people can't stand it. Like, my meal would be so good if I didn't drench it in salt, but that's just what I do.
Yeah. Now, is he your boyfriend or your fiance, Brandon?
No, I'm 24. No fiance.
Okay, so no fiance yet.
Boyfriend.
Now, does he cook for you?
No, well, we're long distance, so we
gotcha.
Don't have that opportunity.
Okay, so where's he at now?
He lives in my hometown in Florida.
Okay, so he's still in Florida. Are there any plans on him moving up here anytime?
I don't know. I mean, we've discussed it. Right now he's in school, finishing school, so it's kind of like, we're both at the stage where we're trying to do what we're doing, and we both understand that, we have a respect for that's what each other wants to do.
Sure. Sure.
But
you gotta have
he can do a very good rice and beans.
That's all it takes sometimes. Now, does he get a chance to ever come and see you perform?
Yeah, I mean, when I was at home and touring, he saw me all the time. he probably got sick of seeing me perform to a certain extent because he knew every song I was going to sing. But here, I don't know if he's ever seen me sing here. He's visited a bunch of times, but I don't know that he's ever seen me sing.
Yeah. Now, are there any regrets moving to Nashville? Did you make the right decision, or do you ever feel like you should have went to Los Angeles or New York or someplace like that?
No. I mean, Nashville's definitely the place to be. I feel like Nashville's the place to be more than ever right now. Because it's such a conglomerate of genres. But for country music, this is where I need to be.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are the right person in the right place, and I think you're going to do really, really well. And it's not going to come easy. It's going to be a struggle, but I think you're ready to fight for that.
Yeah, I mean, finding people who genuinely like what I'm trying to do in my music, like you guys. I mean, every single person that believes or helps or anything just like this, that's all fuel to the fire. Now,
let me bring this up one more time, just in case somebody just tuned in. But your T-shirt sales, they go to what?
The baseball tee in particular, you can go to ciararay.com and see under my merch tab a video that explains exactly where it goes. But it's for women who are sold into the sex trade in Ethiopia. The money towards them, and if you decide to join and be a part of Mocha Club for $18 a month, all go to helping and saving those women and giving them real jobs and a life.
Now, what inspired you to take on that as opposed to anything else?
I said Thrift Smart is a big supporter of me, the company, and when I was at one of their events, they introduced me to someone who worked with Mocha Club. And he kind of told me about what he did. I told him about what I did, and we kept in touch. And then I sent him this song. It's called Girls Are Gonna Have Fun. It's a song that I'm hopefully going to release soon. And I played it on my shows, and he said, that song is so cool. You have a very women empowerment, I guess, like, what would you call it? Not a brand. That's an awful concrete word.
Vibe?
Yeah, I guess. And he said, I want to tell you about women at risk. And he started explaining it to me and showing me videos and showing me the women that he knows and the stories. And it was just so, and I thought to myself, if we can do something together, they're helping me expose my music to inspire people here. And then the money that I make from my success can go to helping those women over there who can't help themselves.
Mm-hmm. And that's such a great thing. And that stuff goes on everywhere too. I mean, it's a problem in the United States. I mean, it's just, that stuff happens all the time. So it's good that there's a good positive voice like you out there helping with that stuff. It's just one.
Yeah, it's something that's very sad and awful, and I'm just happy I can be a part of helping that.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about Slow Burn. This is the one that hooked me on you. So did you write this whole thing yourself?
No, I wrote Slow Burn with one of my co-writers who's actually in Los Angeles, Joey Gandolfo. I work with a lot of people in LA too, as well as Nashville, but I predominantly am here. He showed me a guitar idea that he had, and I had this line, "You want a quick light, but I'm a slow burn." And I'd had all my friends talking about, this guy only wants me for a one-night stand. He doesn't want anything serious. He only hits me up at 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I remember just being like, someone's like, no girl's like blatantly written about that.
Okay.
So why not do it? And that line kind of worked with it.
Okay. I'm sure this is very relatable. I mean, whether it's the 10 o'clock call or the 3 a.m.,
it's like, I think every girl has gotten a booty call at some point.
Right.
And then just look at their...
Gonna be the first to cross this line, but the smoke won't clear like that. You say let's rock, and you're ready to roll into my bed, but that game is on, and I know what you're playing for. Won't spend my night with a one-night stand, crave the love of a one-woman man. You look good, it feels so right, but those abs won't give me peace tonight. wanna quit messing around if you wanna be a man today. Won't spend my night with a one night stand. Crave the love of a one woman man. You look good and feel so right, but those abs won't give me peace tonight. If you put your hands around my waist, I'll be the buzz you love to hate. 'Cause I'm the habit that'll make you learn. You want a quick ride, but baby I'm a slow burn. 'Cause I'm the habit that'll make you learn. You want a quick ride, but baby I'm a slow burn.
Okay, Ciara, just when I hear that song, I just wish I could just make up this award, but I want to give you like the Badassery Award.
Yes.
Because that's what that song is. I mean, you're just a badass when you sing that, and I love everything
You
about
are a
it.
badass.
Yeah, she really is.
Thank you.
Everything you do is badass.
Or do you intimidate people ever, like when you see them out in public? Are they like, oh, there's Ciara, she's a badass?
All the time.
Yeah, I bet. That's the first thing I thought.
Every day.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, man, she must be a badass. I need to keep my distance from her.
Totally.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you surround yourself with badasses, you become a badass.
That's, well, it's
True.
yeah, I'm not real good at that. But it's been so much fun having you on the show, and I do want to talk about is Summerfest, is that what it was?
Yeah, Milwaukee.
So 12 days of music. Now, is it all different genres?
Yeah, it was from Kirk Franklin to Jana Kramer to, what was it, Death Cab, it's everything.
So everything. And you got a chance to perform yourself.
Yeah, I was an emerging artist on the country stage right before some of the, big guys like Cam and Jana.
Mm-hmm. So how was that experience?
It was crazy. It was really cool because it was, right before it started to get dark. So I was a little bit nervous, because it's a daytime show. Like, how are people, or not daytime, but early evening show, are people really going to be out? And the whole front stage, and the seats all filled. And it was just so cool because I'd never performed all my new songs out like that. So It was exciting.
So was it like a high point for in your career so far doing that?
I would say so, yeah. For me as an artist, I've done big national anthems, and I did, for my old music, I did a lot of stuff. But for my new music, this is, the highest point, I think, for me as an artist and just me in general.
Mm-hmm. Now, you said something about a new song coming out soon. What was that again?
It's called Girls Are Gonna Have Fun. It's not the Cyndi Lauper song.
Gotcha. Now, when is that coming out?
It really just depends post-showcase, and I'll be announcing the date for that. So, I'll keep people updated, but it'll be within the next few months. We'll set a date and we'll put it out.
Now, I do have an agenda when I ask that question, okay? And I want to be upfront and honest with you. But I would like to be one of the first to hear it. So
I would love to send it to you.
Yeah. So if you want to email it to me, I promise I won't play it on the show. I just want to be able to say, yeah, Ciara sent me that first, kind of thing.
Got it.
Bragging rights is what that is. and then as soon as you give me the okay, then I'll play it.
Perfect. I'm so down. I'm absolutely down.
Okay, good. So I like having the inside scoop. I like being in the loop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so, and was it ciararay.com? Is that your website?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's CIARARAE.com. And you can go there, and they can pretty much find links to your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff.
Yeah, everything handle-wise is Ciara Ray Music, except it's, Facebook is just Ciara Ray, and my website is just ciararay.com.
Gotcha. Okay, so, and Allie and myself both will definitely be relatively stalking you all the time.
Yes.
So
we're stalkers.
because we want to keep up with you and see how you grow. Mm-hmm. But we had so much fun talking to you and getting to know you, and it was cool getting to meet you in person first. 'Cause usually we have people on the show, then we meet them. So it was nice to kind of meet you first, and then kind of go backwards. So it was a cool change, I think. But I'm glad it worked out that way, because I definitely would have been fanboying over you. Hey, can I have your autograph? And that would have just looked silly. Yeah.
You look silly anyway.
Well, I know, but it just would have been worse, I think, had that happened. But you want to take us out?
Heck
on the
yeah.
last show? Okay,
Heck
go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank you for listening to the Chris Top program. And just remember that we do not, nor will we ever take you for granted. There are a bajillion, quadrillion things you could be doing, like playing Pokemon Go, but you chose to listen to us. I love that game. And
maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time